Okay, it's the 21st of February. It looks like we're going to be in a period where we're above normal. After this week, I'd say that we're going to get into a 2 week period of above normal temperatures, but it doesn't mean that we can't have snow. Um, and again, there are opportunities for it. And I'll show you with this map, which I'll run out, and that takes you into March, just to show you. But yeah, it does look like we're going to have about 2 weeks of decent temperatures, but don't be surprised when you get to around the 9th or so of March because things are going to change. And if the Stratworm does what it looks like it's going to do and the polar vortex moves, then it comes down, then we get into colder temperatures for the seasons. Seasonal, remember, March is March. But what I'm trying to say is, even though the warm temperatures are there, a lot of these storms will not cut through the lakes. They'll continue to go south. And then you always have that opportunity, like last week, 60 degrees, and 2 days later it snows. I don't think anything like that's going to happen in the next week or so, but I think it will down the road. Now we're going to take a look at what's going on here for now. As you can see, this is Thursday early morning. You can see there's a front coming through here. It does have a little bit of snow depending on timing in front of it. And you can see as it crosses the state, it does put a little bit of snow in certain sections of the state before the low pressure system moves off. We'll get into the snow amounts and things like that, but this stays clear. And then as we get into Sunday evening, there's a front that comes through, rain with a little bit of snow behind it. And then we get into the pattern where the next storm cuts through the lakes, which brings in warm air, which leads to our warmer temperatures. Even though it rains a little bit, this is next Wednesday night. It rains as it goes through. Then we have the high pressure system move in. This takes you through the weekend. And then as we get into this is around the 6th, you can see we have a low pressure system that is off the coast. Let's see if I can back this up a little bit. Make this happen. There's a low pressure system off the coast, very deep. It's a 996 millibar, which would throw colder air in despite the warm temperatures prior to it. And then we're in that situation on just where's the cold air get in, how quickly it comes in. And then what happens is you can see the low pressure system kind of gets really into that sweet spot, and then it moves away, and then the next one comes across, and again, it throws a little bit of mixed precipitation in around the 12th. And then we have to watch the lows now begin to go to the south. The cold air comes in through the north again in mid-month, and then we just have to watch to see where everything goes. That one goes off the coast, which would mean a southern, snow or rain event for PA. But it looks like the cold air comes in. Here's another one around St. Patrick's Day off the coast of Long Island, which would throw snow back in. So we have some action going to happen as we get into the later part of March, and again, be a late. It'll be a late start to spring. Here's a storm off the coast around the 21st of March. So we got to get through these next. If you're a snow lover, we got to get through the next 2 weeks. If you're not a snow lover, then you got to hope the polar vortex doesn't do its job, and then we go right into spring. So you know what? Got to wait and see what happens. Snow wise, there's not much action, but as we get to around March 7th, that coastal storm I showed you about takes over and puts an interesting depth of snow across the northeast. Then that kind of goes away, and then we have to move forward to the next fund. But that one shows it going a little bit north around St. Patrick's Day. We have to see where that one lies, and then the next one would be a couple days later, or the same storm, but just another day or two later, kind of backs up a little bit and throws snow back into PA. So just wanted to show you this in the future to what we're looking at and why the next couple of weeks looks calm. Now we'll look at the coming days here. This is your Thursday temperatures, as you can see, cloud cover and everything kind of gets in the way in this area here with the temperatures staying in the 30s. But Pittsburgh and Philadelphia, again, and South Jersey, you climb into the 40s. As we move into Friday during the day on Friday, um, got kind of a northwest to southern flow, so temperatures can't really climb too well. They do decently out by Pittsburgh. They do warm up in South Central PA, and they do warm up in South Jersey. Um, and as we get into Friday, let's see if we can get Friday to work. Um, we get into Friday. No, that is Friday. We just did that. You can see some cold air comes down behind that rain that we have. This is Saturday morning. You can see teens and low 20s in a lot of areas. Below freezing temperatures all the way down just outside the suburbs of Philadelphia. And then in South Jersey, they don't get to freezing, but they get close. But you can see some very cold temperatures. Here's low teens up here. Here's teens up here towards Bradford. So it's some cold air comes in. We're not into that warm pattern yet. Here's Sunday morning. I want to show you this. Here's Sunday morning temperatures. Teens, a lot of areas. Poconos, teens. Freezing temperatures go all the way down to Cape May. Everywhere, it's below freezing. So pretty chilly Sunday morning. We're still not into those warmer temperatures, but as we get into next week, they rebound a little bit on Sunday afternoon. But let's get into the following week here. Let's see if I can find where the 60 starts squeezing in. Um, Here on Wednesday afternoon, hits in the low 60s out by Pittsburgh, 50s to around 60 in Jersey, just along the southern border of Pennsylvania here, the Mason-Dixon line. You're close to 60. Elsewhere, upper 40s to 50s as we get into that warmer temperature. Then we have a cold front that wants to cross through around Friday the 3rd. You can see it cools things off Friday morning. We get into the afternoon hours, doesn't get above freezing. Poconos, northern part of PA, southern part of PA, you're into the middle 30s. This is around the 1st. And then as we get around the 2nd, let's see here. Here's a second, warmer temperatures. Try to climb back up to the north. We get back into the 40s again. And remember, when I say we're going to get above normal, it depends on what is normal for your area for this time of year. If it's 2 degrees above normal and your average high is 42, it means 44. You understand how it works. We're getting into March, so our temperatures begin to rise on an average. But just in the next couple of weeks, I think we're going to have a break here, and I think temperatures won't be really all that bad. But I also don't think they're going to be in the 70s or something. I heard somebody talking about. Okay, everybody, take care. I'll talk to you tomorrow.